Good morning. Namaste, everyone. This is lesson 2 of Reiki energy healing. I will talk as loud as is necessary for this video because I was watching the other video and it seemed like I was talking a bit quiet. So, good morning, everyone. And everyone who will watch this video in the future. Good morning from Buffalo, New York, June 18th, the year 2017. Greetings from the past. Or the now. But I love you. So, let's see. So, okay, in the last video, we went over briefly some things about Reiki, but what I want to do for this video is because some of the comments said you wanted to tune in, so I feel like that is actually a good idea. So what we're going to do, this is something that is done in yoga and meditation. We're going to tune in and we're going to just chant Aum 3 times. And I'm going to do some cool things to change like the frequency, like the overtones. And we're just going to set the intention to align ourselves and to be present. Okay, let's breathe in. Last one. Okay. Namaste. I hope you feel relaxed. So, we went over the intro to Reiki last time, and we went over the root chakra. So, a quick review. Reiki means universal healing energy. It is essentially, there's a lot of different perspectives, I guess you could say, but they all center around love. So I like to stick with the center, love. That it is love energy that you could say channeling from outside of yourself, but in reality is also inside yourself. That transcendent love. And Dr. Mikao Usui was the founder of Reiki energy, or he was the one who was gifted with the Reiki energy to remember, to bring it back to humanity. And so the root chakra, color red, resonates with earth energy, nature, the sound of So if you're going to chant and you want to focus on your root, you would go and that would be your root chakra. Okay? And it flows like a downward facing spiral. And it's also located in between the anus and the genitals, and that's called the perineum. That is where the root chakra is located. It is the base of the spine. Okay? That's where it's located on your body. So now we'll talk about the other chakras. There's a total of 7 main chakras. The first 3 chakras are the root, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. And if you're going to be a Reiki healer, you have to get very proficient with, I would say, your intellectual understanding, okay, your physical sensations of the chakras, and your emotional or energetic sensing of the chakras, and then learning to love each chakra individually also. So let's just go through them. Let's see. The root, the sacral, and the solar plexus are the lower 3 chakras. Base of the spine is where the root is. Maybe an inch or 2 below the navel is where the sacral chakra is located. And the sacral chakra is the color orange. It is water energy, and it has to do with like feelings, but it's like these kind of like visceral, it's sexual feelings and emotions are located in that chakra. So if anyone's been through difficulty with those areas, then that is where the work will need to be done, mostly. And Reiki is perfect for that. And there are a lot of wonderful ways to heal those things. I love you. So the color orange is for the sacral, water energy. Like we said, the root is earth energy, and it's the color red. So the sacral is the color orange, and it's water energy. It's communication, you could say. Feelings and sexual feelings and emotions. Like very, gut feeling emotions. The sound is ooh for the sacral chakra. Okay? So that would sound like this. Ooh. Okay? And that's an inch or 2 below your belly button. Whether you have an innie or an outie doesn't matter. Inch or 2 below your belly button. And this, okay, now see, the root chakra was a downward facing thing. This one is if this was my spine, you have a forward vortex, okay? So you'd have a vortex going outward in front of you, okay? And then you'd also have one facing behind you. So it's kind of like this kind of, if you can imagine this shape, right? So it's like you have the energy that goes out. Let's see. Let's just stick with this basic idea. It's a vortex of energy in front of you, and the chakra itself is like a ball of energy in the middle of that, and another one behind you. So I'll try and find a visual aid after this video that pertains to that. But yeah, it's kind of like, let's see, this. So let's see. This is gonna look really weird, but it's gonna look so super weird. But imagine he has no arms, whatever. Imagine this is like your base, your feet, and your head, and your sacral chakra is somewhere in there. It's a little disproportionate, but so it's like you have the sacral chakra, and this is in front of you. There's a vortex, and behind you there's a vortex. Okay, so I'm just trying to show you that general idea. Don't get too stuck on the dimensions of what I just showed you. It's not, just let it go. So that's the sacral chakra. Next, we've got the solar plexus chakra. Okay, so we've got the root, sacral, solar plexus, red, orange, yellow. It's like the rainbow, red, orange, yellow. Moving up in vibration. But the lower three chakras are still the ego. The ego is located in the lower three chakras, okay? So most people, unless you're a spiritual minded, person, or, or you're, it doesn't even matter. But at this point, I just want to clarify the ego gets, that's where the ego is located, in the root, sacral, and solar plexus. Because once you get to the heart, it's just an open, unconditionally loving energy, and then from there it only gets better, a higher vibration, and there's still, the ego doesn't really exist in the higher, anything above the heart, it's kind of like a ego-free zone, to put it one way. I love you. So, okay, so we got this, we said root, sacral, solar plexus, color yellow. This energy, and it's located, let's see, I would say, if we can see on my body, right about here, we can see that area. So my belly button, let's see, my belly button is here, so I would say up here, and this is like the top of my abdomen, and this is my belly button. So what do you say, 2 inches above the belly button? I'd say that's about accurate, 2 inches above the belly button. The color yellow, and this is like the place where doing comes from. A lot of, like the like I said, it's like the willpower, So someone's identity, like I'm like a Leo. My astrological sign is a Leo, so that's very much like a key part for every Leo, is they have this kind of stored energy inside of their solar plexus, because they're such powerful. The lion, is like the protector, and he wants to protect everything. So his solar plexus becomes filled with this fire, which is really divine, loving energy. It can be, of course, misconstrued and confused and misused and all of these things. But that's all part of healing, And I do believe that all these things can be healed, whether through Rei-Ki or the Holy Spirit, prayer, or meditation or yoga, or sound healing, like with chanting, or visual stimulation with sacred geometry or shapes or symbols. I feel like that there is ways to heal everything. So the solar plexus, color yellow, the fire energy, willpower, control. So if someone has issues with control, it will be a solar plexus issue that will cause imbalance. If you have too much, need to control, or maybe you feel like you're out of control, those are just imbalances, that will be located in the solar plexus chakra. Obviously, Rei-Ki helps with healing those imbalances. Let's see. Identity, pride is felt here, and also shame. This is where that would kind of be felt. So pride, I would say, is, being proud of who you are and actually acknowledging the beauty and the divinity of who you are. Even on an egoic level, saying, I love myself. I love you, Joe. You could say it to your sacral. I love you. I love you. I love you, And let's see. Yeah, the sense of self, the ego, the separate sense of self, not the actual true cosmic loving sense of self, but the ego sense of self is in mostly, I would say, the solar plexus, the lower three chakras is where the ego is, but they're not bad, you know what I mean? It's just part of evolution, part of life. to have an ego. Okay. Let's see. And the sound for the solar plexus chakra is O. So if you were to chant O, you would be focusing on the solar plexus chakra. So it sounds like this. Oh, and what I like to do is to do this kind of like, oh, like a glottal sound with it. I'm also a singer. So you do like, oh, because it kind of like goes, like your solar plexus goes like, poof. Oh, and that's the solar plexus energy. Okay. And also this chakra has the similar idea as the sacral, as you have the sacral, you have the solar plexus chakra as a ball of spinning yellow energy, and you have the vortex in front of it, and you have a vortex behind it. Okay, so it's like if I was standing profile to you like this, it would look like a small little vortex coming out here and a small little vortex going out the back. And that's the way it is from the root. It goes down and it connects downward to the earth, grounds you. The sacral goes out and it goes back. Solar plexus goes out and goes back. And it's the same for all the other chakras except for the crown chakra. It's the same, and what I mean is it's the vortex goes out in front and it goes behind, out in front, and behind, out in front, behind. For all of these chakras to the third eye, except for the crown is different. The crown is like the root, except it goes up and over in that kind of sense. But we'll get there. This video is getting kind of long. Let's see, we did... Okay, let's leave it at that. Well, so we did the lower three chakras. And let's see. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to end this video here with where we talked about those lower three chakras. I love you. And I'm going to just do, because I feel like people want like healing, not just teaching, okay? So I'm going to go with that, and I'm going to do another video after this one where we can work on gently introducing Reiki energy to you. And we're just going to focus on probably the root chakra. And maybe some sacral. Maybe. Definitely only the lower three chakras for the next healing video. Maybe just those lower three chakras, okay? And that's good because now we learned what they're like, we learned what they're about. So now we can be a little bit more comfortable and relaxed about receiving healing in that area. Only if that's that's your choice, if that's what you want. Okay. Peace.